Welcome to Cornerstone Today. This is a daily moment in the Word designed to help you start your day grounded, steady, and focused on what matters most. Each weekday morning we'll open Scripture together, seeking clarity, strength, and hope for the day ahead. This is about learning to walk with Jesus in real life, right where you are. Let's begin today in the Word. Well, good morning and welcome to Cornerstone Today. It's Matthew Allen. It is Friday. Hard to believe we're at the end of the week, but it comes around every Friday, and here we are again. So as this is our custom on Friday to take a break from our normal study, and we kind of focus on what we're going to be doing Sunday together in worship here at Cornerstone. And as you know, each worship service on Sunday morning, we have a time of meditation where we focus on the cross and on Jesus and what he did for us and dying for us. And we take those thoughts right in to the Lord's Supper. Today we're going to be in Romans chapter 5, verses 18 and 19. And this passage draws for us a very sharp but hopeful contrast. Verse 18 says that, "So then, as through one trespass there is condemnation for everyone, so also through one righteous act there is justification, leading to life for everyone." And so really the story of humanity can be traced through two representatives. Through one man, that is Adam, sin entered the world, and condemnation followed, and death spread. But Paul says there is another representative. And he tells us that through one righteous act, through Jesus Christ, there is justification leading to life. And so I want you to see the contrast here. There's one trespass versus one righteous act. One action brought condemnation, the other brought justification. We need to know that justification is not our own self-repair. It is not moral improvement. It is a declaration that we are made right with God because of the action of Jesus Christ on the cross. Paul says in verse 19, For just as through one man's disobedience the many were made sinners, also through the obedience of one man will the many be made righteous. Adam's disobedience shaped the human story. Christ's obedience reshapes it. And so the obedience that Paul is speaking of here was not easy. It is something that led to a cross. And we know that Jesus obeyed the Father fully. Where Adam failed, where Israel failed, where we fail, his obedience was complete. And through that, righteousness is credited to those who belong to him. And so the Lord's Supper reminds us that our standing before God is not built on our record. It is built on the record of Christ. And so we do not come to the table hoping that our obedience balances the scale. What we do is we come remembering that the obedience of Christ secured our righteousness. And so the bread reminds us that his body was given in obedience, and the cup reminds us that his blood was shed to justify and to reconcile us. And so this is not just a connection to the past. What it is a promise of life. Through Adam came condemnation. Through Jesus came life. And so Sunday, when you gather at the table, come with humility, but also with deep gratitude. You are not defined by the first Adam. You are defined by the second. Through one man's obedience, you have been made righteous. I hope that this lesson today has encouraged you, and we can't wait to see you gather with us Sunday at Cornerstone for worship. We'll see you then. Okay, episode 26 for Monday. Thanks for spending these moments in the Word today. As you go, remember this: faithfulness is built one ordinary day at a time. Keep walking with Jesus. Keep listening. Keep trusting. God is at work all the time. Join us again every weekday morning for another moment of encouragement and truth here on Cornerstone Today.